I made a video yesterday talking about postpartum, and when friends that are pregnant for the first time ask me for advice on how to prepare for that phase of life, I don't even know where to begin, and I also don't want to freak them out. And you will see if you click on this comment, there are already comments rolling in response to my honest take on postpartum, of people saying, I'm so tired of people trying to freak me out. Oh my gosh, you're being so dramatic. It wasn't that hard, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like we don't talk about it enough because we fear this. We fear projecting our experiences onto other people. We fear that we're going to stress them out or freak them out unnecessarily. We're doing each other a disservice by not talking about it. Whether you end up having a hard time or not, I hope that you don't. I genuinely hope that this does not occur to you, but I would also rather know what could possibly happen than be completely naive walking into it and so caught off guard and feel like I'm just not cut out for motherhood. Something is wrong with me specifically, when that is not true. So with that said, if I could go back and do it over again, what I do want to say first and foremost is a lot of this you cannot prepare for, in my opinion. It's just something you have to walk through. You will navigate it. You will figure it out. It's going to depend on your specific family dynamics. If you have a village, if you don't have a village, hormones, your mental health history, your nutrition, breastfeeding, not breastfeeding. Like, this is why everybody comes in and says they have a different experience, because they're dealing with different things. Okay, so let's set the foundation there, but then move on to some tactical things that I wish that I had done in preparation, but I didn't. Starting with a village. If you do not have a traditional village, it will be harder. It will. I did not have one, and I thought that I could white knuckle my way through it. I could figure it out myself, and I did, and I suffered because of that. The first few months postpartum, you can push your way through to a certain point off adrenaline, off of whatever reserves you have in the tank, and then you will inevitably reach a point due to sleep deprivation, due to burnout, where you are like, this is not sustainable. I need care. I need care for me. So if you don't have family nearby that you have lined up to help step in and give you breaks whenever needed, I would hire help if you have the ability to do so, whether that be a babysitter part-time, a nanny part-time, people that can take tasks off your plate around the house if possible. Like, do not feel like you have to do everything yourself. I would figure out a sleep schedule with your partner if you have one for overnight. I remember going for a walk with my son around 5 months postpartum, and the trees were straight up turning into mushrooms. Like, I was seeing things that weren't there because the sleep deprivation caught up to me finally, and it is so much harder to recover when you get to that point versus being proactive about it and getting some sort of structure in place. You have to prioritize your basic needs around nutrition and hydration. The way that you're doing it, especially if you're a grazer or you don't drink much water, will not get you through this next chapter, especially if you are breastfeeding or pumping. I was not great at drinking water, and I just wasn't prioritizing it, and that made it a million times worse. Like, talk about full-on depletion. And one of my best tips is lean on other moms. I can't tell you how many moms I reached out to in desperation. All of them validated this experience for me. All of them, regardless of what dynamics they had, were like, yeah, this was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm not talking about when I say postpartum, the first 6 weeks. When people come on and they're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, because physical recovery is kind of linear in that way. The stitches will dissolve. Your body will, get back to some sort of baseline. The milk will come in and then it will settle. Like, all of that evens out. It's this other stuff that compiles over time. The identity crisis, the reckoning with, your partner goes back to work if you do this, their life resumes, you're home, where is everybody? The check-ins stop, the support stops, you're just here taking care of a baby you've never, it's crazy. I was holding back on talking about this topic out of fear of ruffling feathers because I didn't want to stress anybody out, and I didn't want to be called names. For every one mean comment, I'm getting 10 good comments of people being like, I'm so glad you're saying this. I'm going through this too. I need support. We need to help each other. We have to help each other. We are lifelines for one another. Just to be validated and seen and heard is so monumentally helpful. So that's where we're going to start. So a village, getting your basic needs met, sleep, hydration, food, hiring help if you need to, not feeling like you have to white knuckle it, and reaching out to other moms. Best lifeline.